Hello everyone, myself Dr. Rajiv Gupta from Srimati MD Patel Institute of Physical Science and Research, Anand. The course which is I am currently taking, that is BSc Chemistry. The semester is 5th semester. The subject is Analytical Chemistry and its subject code is US05 CCHE24. The unit number is third, which is chromatography second, and its first major topic is gas chromatography. And in this lecture, I am going to talk about instrumentation of gas liquid chromatography or its apparatus. So, in last presentation or lecture, we have seen this principle of gas chromatography, that how these different components or different constituents of a sample separates in the column which contains a stationary liquid phase. So see, here we are considering only GLC because in this syllabus we are studying only gas liquid chromatography, that is GLC. So here the stationary liquid phase is uh, could be a organic non-volatile liquid that will be generally a non-polar non-volatile liquid on which this separation of different components of sample takes place inside the column. As these components of sample or mixture passes through this column through the channels and pores of stationary phase, then it separates according to their interaction inside that column. So we see that qualitative and quantitative type curves here. These curves show both qualitative and quantitative, where these different type of colored substance shows different peaks, their corresponding different peaks, which is qualitative analysis. And if we consider their peak area or peak heights, then these peak areas show their quantitative analysis. So both type of analysis could be done in this gas liquid chromatography separation, where we use actually a detection technique. So it is an instrument, it will be an instrument, where analytical instrument, where we detect the concentration and nature of compounds in this instrument. This is an example of a two component mixture of octane and nonane. See, if a sample or a mixture, organic mixture, contains two components, octane and nonane, see, both are simple hydrocarbons. Octane has 8 carbon, nonane has 9 carbon, so only CH2 group difference is there. So both are non-polar compounds and both are very similar in nature. So how we can separate these compounds using gas chromatography, and using this separating technique and detecting technique, we can do qualitative as well as quantitative analysis for these mixture. See, in mixture 1 there are three type of mixture are shown here, three types of mixture. When the instrument or the experiment has been run for the mixture 1, then it gives these type of results. See, at time this 5 minute, we get the signal for octane. Okay, when the detector detects these components, then it goes signal to the output device, a computer assembly, where we get these type of peaks, these type of signals or curves, in which we get, suppose this first curve at 5 minute after uh, starting the experiment. This TO or T node, that is the retention time of octane. See, and after this we get the retention time, that is 15 minutes for nonane, that is Tn, n for nonane, Tn. This is Tn is retention time of nonane, and this T node is retention time of octane. See, which compound has high molecular weight? Obviously nonane, which has CH2, extra CH2 group compared to octane. Is it has high molecular weight compared to octane. So octane is lighter compared to nonane, so its interaction with uh, stationary phase, liquid stationary phase, will be lesser compared to nonane. So octane component or octane molecules or octane compound will travel faster in column compared to nonane. So it will elute from the column first. So we get its peak at first. See, within 5 minutes we get this peak. After that, after somewhat 10 minutes, after 10 minutes we get the peak for nonane. It means nonane is traveling slower compared to octane in the column, because it contains high molecular weight. So we can see here that if we choose these type of simple hydrocarbons which are alkanes, so high molecular weight hydrocarbon, which generally shows high boiling point or its high surface area, that these molecules, high molecular weight molecules, travel slower, or these molecules show more interaction with non-polar liquid stationary phase. Okay, so octane elutes first, and that after that nonane. Here we can see that it observed at 5 minute and it observed at or get on 15 minute. But we can also see the quantitative analysis here, where nonane concentration is higher in the sample. See, almost we can see that it is almost double or tripled. Nonane concentration is higher compared to octane. So we can consider this peak area, peak under area, area under this peak, that is area shows the concentration or amount of that component in that unknown sample. Now see this second mixture, when we take the again run the experiment, we get this type of peaks, this type of curves, where octane peak obtained at 5 minute again. So this time duration, this retention time, actually shows the qualitative nature of that compound, means shows that compound nature, what is that compound, because here we can see that octane obtained, this peak of octane has got on this 5 minute, here also 5 minute, here also 5 minute for octane. So this is qualitative, where we get the retention time peak for the same component at the same time. See, 5 minute, 5 minute, 5 minute, and for nonane it is 15 minute, 15 minute, 15 minute. Okay, but we can see that in all the three mixtures, the both the components are same, octane and nonane, but their concentrations are different. See, in mixture second, the octane concentration is higher, almost three times or 4 times higher compared to nonane. But in the mixture 3, both components are 50-50% in the mixture. Okay, so here we get the same height of the peaks for octane and nonane. So this is the simple analysis is shown for octane and nonane mixture in gas chromatography. Okay, so we can see here as shown, Tn is greater than T node, means retention time of nonane is higher compared to retention time of octane in the column, means nonane component passes more time inside the column compared to octane. Now comes to the instrumentation of the gas chromatography gas chromatography technique. In this instrument, these are the major main components or main factors, or these things are present in that instrument, where the first component of that instrument is carrier gas. Okay, carrier gas could be helium, nitrogen, argon, oxygen, hydrogen. That depends on the nature of experiment, means which type of sample we are using. According to that sample, we choose the carrier gas. So this is the carrier gas, which will be the mobile phase in that instrument, which will work as mobile phase. Now flow regulators and flow meters. These regulators and meters controls the flow of this carrier gas or mobile phase. Then injection devices. Injection devices, these devices are used to inject a sample inside the instrument. Okay, so in instrument, these type of devices are already attached, where we inject a sample which could be a very lower amount, micrograms, or in very less amount. These could be injected through these devices. Now these mixture, means carrier gas and this sample mixture, after goes to columns. Okay, so this is the heart of any chromatographic separation, these columns. This is the key element or key factor, key thing of this instrumentation. Now the temperature control devices, because we know that the gas chromatography takes place where mobile phase and dissolved sample in this mobile phase both are in vapor phases, means gas phases. To maintain their gas states, we have to control the temperature. We have to put this instrument at elevated temperature, somewhat elevated temperature, so these sample molecules remains as in gas phase, in gas state inside the column and throughout the experiment. Now after that, when these all mobile phase containing samples and these goes from through the column and comes out, then these go directly into the detectors. These detectors detect the quality of components and quantity of both, as well as quantity of components. So these detectors actually detects the sample. Now after this detection, it passes signals to the recorders and integrators. These recorders and integrators, some type of electronics is involved here, where some computers or other things, where these signals has been shown as a graphical form, various peaks. Okay, now this is the again detail of these apparatus. Okay, in this technique, a stream of carrier gas flows through the column. As I said earlier, a stream of carrier gas flows through the column. A sample is injected in the path of carrier gas very near to the head of the column, means where the column starts in this instrument. Before just that, we inject this sample inside the instrument. So this sample mixed with this carrier gas and form a homogeneous mixture with this carrier gas, and then travel through this column. The vapor of mixture enters in the column along with carrier gas. See, vapor of mixture. Suppose our sample is a liquid, then when we inject this sample inside the column, then it immediately converts into vapor, because the temperature inside the instrument or inside the column, or that injection chamber where the sample is injected, is high. It should be high to vaporize this sample from liquid to vapor. So this vapor mixed with this carrier gas, which is mobile phase. The mixture passes through this column towards the outlet. Now this mixture of carrier gas and sample, which are in vapor phase, goes through this column and finally reaches to outlet. After that outlet, these things reaches to detectors. The components pass through the column with different speed, as we have seen for octane and nonane. In case of octane and nonane, where octane has higher speed compared to nonane. So different components will pass through column with different speeds according to their retention time, or according to their interaction with liquid stationary phase. The component with longer retention time moves slowly, while the component with shorter retention time moves faster and comes out of the column earlier. Okay, the gas coming out of the column immediately enters a detector attached to it. When it goes to outlet, this mobile phase or this sample comes to outlet, then it directly immediately enters into a detector which is directly attached to it. Okay, here individual component register its own signal, as we have seen for octane and nonane. Both have their own different signals, If we have two components, then we may get two signals. If we have four components, then we may get four signals. Okay, so depending on number of components, we get number of peaks. The recorder notes this signal as a peak. Each component of mixture gives one peak. Okay, the area under peak represents the quantity of compound. The area under peak, that represents quantity of compound. If this area is higher, then the quantity will be higher of that particular compound in a sample. The position of peak identifies the component. This line shows the qualitative analysis, means the position on x-axis, which shows retention time. Okay, so that retention times will be different for different type of components. So the positions will be shows that which type of component is present in that sample. The column is returned usually to its original condition at the end of each analysis. When the experiment ends, then the instrument again return to this original condition, means all the sample which is immobilized in liquid stationary phase will be completely removed from this column, and this column becomes again pure, means no impurity or no traces of sample remains after finishing the experiment. Now this column could be again ready for a new experiment, if that is suitable for that new experiment. Now this is the simple two instrument in a laboratory is shown for gas chromatography. Okay, this is the instrument where these cylinders, this cylinder backside, this cylinder is shown, which contains a carrier gas, could be nitrogen. Generally nitrogen are highly used, nitrogen gas or other helium, argon, maybe could be that, depending on experiment, these whole assembly. Okay, then this is the output assembly, which is a computer which is attached to this instrument. okay, detecting device, and shows signals on this screen. So this is this whole assembly of this instrument. Now this is the schematic diagram of gas chromatograph. This chromatograph is an instrument name, okay. This chromatograph is the instrument name, and chromatogram, that is the curve which we have seen for octane nonane, that peaks, that graphical form, that curve is chromatogram, and this instrument is chromatograph. Now what is the basic starting point of this? That is carrier gas tank. This is this cylinder. The cylinder is a carrier gas tank, okay, which contains any type of gas. uh, which type of instrument, which type of gas should be used, that will depend on the nature of sample, okay. All things in this instrument will be, the setup will be made like this, that should be sample friendly, means sample should be properly separated and detected. Like that we have to set this whole assembly, which type of carrier gas we have to use, which type of sample, which type of column we have to prepare, which type of detectors are used. So all these things will depend on the nature of sample. Carrier gas tank, where the gas goes to this sample injection chamber, but before going inside this sample injection chamber, first it flows through these flow regulators, because in this carrier tank the gas is filled with very high pressure, okay, with very high pressure. So if we open this node to flow this gas, then the gas flow will be uncontrolled, very fast, could be very fast. So to regulate that gas flow, we have to put, or we have to attach a flow regulators, which where we can slow or fast, we can make slow or fast the flow of gas. Then this regulated flow of gas enters into this sample injection chamber, okay. Then it passes through this column and goes to detector, and there is a type of assembly that this gas again go outside, or again go into this flow regulator, depending on the type of instrumentation. So first of all, the this gas flow, to after, before starting the experiment, this gas flow remains open to clean this complete, or to set this complete instrument. So gas flow for 10 minutes or 10 half an hour, depending on the time of this instrument quality, instrument column type. So first, to prepare this flow, cleans this complete setup, and after that a sample will be injected inside this. See, these all system where this, we can see sample injection chamber, column, and detector. During the experiment, the sample should be in their vaporized form, in their gas form. So to remain it in gas form or vaporized form, the whole in during whole experiment where the sample passes, the temperature of this instrument remains, should be constant according to that sample. If sample has 100 degrees Celsius boiling point, so its temperature could be somewhat higher than 100 degrees Celsius, could be 110 or 105 degree. Suppose sample temperature is at boiling point is 200 degree, so we have to put somewhat higher temperature of this assembly, means at least 200 degree or more than 200 degree, to remain this sample in vaporized form. So when this flow of gas, carrier gas, is continue, then we inject sample from this side, and when this sample is injected in this sample injection chamber, then this sample immediately converts into vapor and mixed with this carrier gas. Okay, this carrier gas, or we can say mobile phase. This mixture of carrier gas and sample then immediately enters into the column. This is the column entering point. Enters into the column and flows and or travel inside the column according to their retention time of different components which are present in sample. According to their retention times, these will flow inside the column. If a sample has less retention time, then it will flow faster and separates inside the column. So it separates inside the column, and then back side that component will flow which has higher retention time. So this separation takes place in this column. After this separation, the first separated compound just enters into the detector. Which detector detects this sample quality, means what is the sample, means shows its peak on its retention time. That retention time, when it reaches to detector from injection point to this point, then that peak shows qualitative analysis of that component present in sample. Also shows the peak areas. So that detectors made a type signals. These signals goes to this or analyzed by this data system, and this could be a software or other thing which are present in this computer system and displayed on the screen of monitor. And what is this? This is the again flow meter, where this carrier gas is flowing outside the instrument, or other type of assembly is present here, or it can go again or add to this flow regulator. Okay, so this will move like this in circular path, which that carrier gas. Here also we can see that flow meter is present. So here the sample will end here. Okay, sample concentration, sample, all the type of sample will be consumed till this end. This is the end point of sample. Now further this movement is flow only for this carrier gas. So this is the complete schematic diagram instrumentation of this gas chromatography instrument, which is here a chromatograph, gas chromatograph, which we can observe. Now we can see that column shape is a spiral shape. Why it is in spiral shape? Because we know that column length generally are very high, means 1 meter to 50 meters. Okay, 50-60 meters. So these very long columns could not be put inside a small instrument. So for our convenience, we make columns like we make designs like this, that these columns occupy lesser space. Okay, because our instrument size should not be very large. Our instrument size, that is, should be smaller. So to make this smaller size, we design this column like this spiral shape, where these long columns converts into a smaller portion, occupy lesser space. But actually the sample travels in this full column. So this is the actual column height, complete length of this column, that will be the complete height of this column. Now this is again a chromatography shown, a true instrument, where this cylinder is shown which contains a carrier gas. Okay, here a purifier could be present if we want to purify this carrier gas, any type of purifier. This is the carrier gas flow regulator. This is flow regulator, where we can speed up or speed slow of carrier gas. Now this carrier gas go inside this instrument, this side, in back side, and from this top side, this is the sample injection chamber here. This sample injection chamber where the sample is injected, this is called as inlet. Here sample is injected which vaporized here and mixed with this carrier gas, mixed with this carrier, and after that it immediately enters into this column. And this portion, sample injection chamber, column, and these detectors all are put in a oven. See this oven which provides a work as a thermostat. Okay, work as a thermostat to put a fixed temperature, a constant temperature inside this assembly, to fix constant temperature inside this assembly. Then this sample goes through this column with mobile phase carrier gas and separates in their constituent components, and then these components one by one enters into this detector, and this detector detects these sample according to qualitative or quantitative whatever, and these signals then goes to this output, this assembly which contains a software. This uh, develop these type of curves in this software and shows on this monitor. So this is the output. So this instrument runs very fast, means works very fast with very speed, means when we inject this sample in this inlet, in this at this point, when we inject, just within few seconds or within few minutes we may get these results. So this instrument analysis is very fast, means gas chromatography, because gas travels very fast inside the column. So this analytical technique is very fast. Okay, we get results within few minutes. Again this instrumentation is shown, again a new other flow chart, and this schematic diagram is shown. This is a gas cylinder which contains a carrier gas. Here helium is shown. This is the regulator or pressure gauge which controls the pressure of gas or flow of gas. Okay, we can fast or slow the flow of gas here. This is injection port of sample where we inject sample using a syringe. Okay, could be a type of syringe type device where we inject the sample in this sample injection chamber, then it enters into this column. Okay, capillary column means a type of hollow column. There are many types of columns which will be studied later. These all assembly means sample injection chamber, this column and this detector all are put in this box, yellow colored, as shown here in yellow color, that is thermostat chamber. Okay, a type of oven. Okay, or all assembly is put inside a oven, that is thermostated. Thermostat means the temperature is fixed. If we fix temperature 100 degrees Celsius, then throughout the experiment the temperature will remain constant inside this chamber. Okay, then after detection the signals will be obtained over our computer screen. Okay, this is the syringe is shown, where from using this syringe we inject the sample inside this injection chamber. Okay, this is the injection port. From this is the injected. So again these are shown: injector, column, detector. See, remember these three things will be thermostated. Injector means sample injection chamber, this column and detector, and these all are the. Now working principle somewhat we have already seen that the compounds, organic compounds or mixture of organic compounds in sample separated inside the column according to their partitioning behavior. Okay, these partitioning behavior we have already have seen in detail. First, vaporized sample injected into the chromatographic sample, or we can say that sample could be a liquid, and when it is injected then it becomes in its vaporized state, it gets its vaporized state. Second, the sample moves through the column, it travels inside the column with the flow of this inert gas which is carrier gas. And third component, main component of this column is uh, a detector which detects this column, these components present in sample. So same things, chromatography separation, mobile phase, components of sample are uniquely drawn, this stationary phase and thus enter this phase at different times. Okay, the parts of sample are separated within the column. Okay, only the separation takes place only in the column. There will be no separation inside sample injection chamber or detector. The separation will only take place inside the column. Okay, so column is the main means we can say heart of this instrument. Compounds used at the stationary phase reaches the detector at unique times, produces a series of peaks along a time sequence. Okay, one by one, according to their retention times, these different components which are present in column reaches to detector and gives their different peaks. Suppose there are 5 components, so we may get 5 peaks at different time intervals. The number of components in a sample is determined by number of peaks. Means there are, suppose as I said, 4 components, then we will get 4 peaks. The amount of sample determined by peak area. Okay, area under the peaks, that shows the quantitative analysis where we can determine the amounts of different components, different organic compounds present in that sample. The identity of component determined by the given retention times. Okay, so this is all about the uh, simple instrumentation of gas chromatography. Okay, thank you for listening the lecture.